And we're live. We're going to start in just a minute. Today we're going to be going to the Museum of the Future. This is a museum that I visited when I was in Dubai back in December over Christmas. Hey, welcome Cynthia, welcome Tish, welcome Susan. Thanks so much for joining. I actually scheduled this a couple of weeks ago, and I thought I was doing it today, and Neil actually let me know that I'd scheduled it yesterday. So thanks to everyone that came back today after I didn't pitch yesterday. So yeah, we're going to be going to the Museum of the Future today, and I won't be showing you the whole museum. The museum itself is massive, but we'll be going through like some of the most amazing spaces of the museum, and I'll have to talk about the concept of the museum. And if you ever get the chance to go to Dubai, this is an amazing museum to visit. So yeah, very easy to get to as well. The thing about this museum is, and what I would recommend before going is, you do need to book it in advance. You can't just show up. So I booked it a couple of months in advance. It was actually, I booked it for what was going to be my last evening in Dubai. So this video is actually if you watched me with Go Live in Dubai, this was just after that. I came straight to the Museum of the Future. So I was with Ashfaq, and then I raced here to the Museum of the Future. So this is what we're watching today. That all happened in the same day. Great. So I think we can start. So I'll give a little brief introduction, and then I'll talk about the different elements that make up the Museum of the Future. Okay, so let's begin. So this is now where we're starting is I've entered the Museum of the Future. We're going to the first room. There's going to be an AI that explains what's going to happen, and while that's happening, I'm just going to tell you more about the Museum of the Future. So the Museum of the Future is a beacon of innovation in Dubai. This torus-shaped marvel is not just, it's a journey into the possibilities of tomorrow. And here we have one of the AIs talking about those possibilities. This is the torus shape. That's the shape of the museum itself. So the museum itself, and we'll be able to see this when we go outside, is covered in Arabic calligraphy that adorns its facade, and this intricate design is crafted from 10,000 unique stainless steel pieces. Reflecting the museum's mission to inspire and educate about the future. The calligraphy quotes words of the Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, emphasizing the importance of innovation and progress. And so the first part of the museum that we're going to visit is about going to the year 2071. And so we're going to launch from Dubai into space. So we're going to be getting in the spaceship right now. Yeah, you can see the sky, and we're going to launch up. Very, very soon. So this is the where we start. You start with the AI introduction, And then you go to the you begin on the 5th floor at the orbital space. We're gonna now take a rocket up into space to the orbital space station. There you can see the Dubai from I think it's 2071. An imagined future Dubai skyline. We make it to 2071. And it's amazing to watch as we fly above the sky straight into space. Yeah, so we're going to fly into space. We're going to connect up with the orbital space station, or the OSS Hope. And that's where we begin our journey on the 5th floor, where we explore life in space in the year 2071. And yeah, just an amazing way to start this museum, by feeling like you're going into space, seeing the Earth from the from this little space capsule that you've been put in. And here you can see the Arabian Peninsula from space. And there's the OSS Hope that we're gonna dock with, and then when it docks, we will leave our little space capsule and go have a look at what's going on the OSS. There we are, we're flying right over it. We can connect with it right now, and as soon as we connect with it, I think we go outside, if I'm not mistaken. Amazing to see what like potential future could be. And so the museum itself is broken up into different sections. So the floor that we're going to visit now is going to be the floor of the orbital space station. So it's like we're docking in the space station, and we're going to get out of the space station and explore. So yeah, we're about to dock. Sure. Didn't take too long. In fact, I mean, in real life, the journey up into space takes under 10 minutes. I think it's like 9 minutes and like 40 something seconds. So this is kind of accurate in the timings. And there we are. We've just got into space, and now that is the OSS Hope. And here we are in the space station itself. You can see a beautiful model of the space station they've made from 2071. And yeah, just really cool to imagine what could be in the future. So you can see it shows you where you are in the space station, and has a miniature scale model. And here you get like a view from the space station. It's almost like you're looking through a giant window. And yeah, the different models of the planets, just beautifully done. Yes, the museum itself is presented in Arabic and English. So interesting fact about the museum: the architect of this museum, when we go outside, we'll have a better look. was actually a South Africanist who designed it. So when you enter the museum, you've given a little tag, and here you can put your tag and then create a little, I think it's a little avatar. Yeah, so you can see somebody's putting the hand down, activating the tag, and there they're making the avatar a little bear. Yeah, so just a really amazing to feel like you're on a space station and to be able to see this view of Earth. It's just really incredible. A really like cool idea. Now you're seeing the Aurora Borealis. Man, just really well thought out. Amazing experience. So yeah, so this is the first room, and then we go back down to Earth in a little capsule. Here you can see, like, you know, when we re-enter Earth, it's getting really hot. We're getting that heat, and we're flying back down to Dubai from in the year 2071. And so the museum itself is divided into different floors. So we start here, and then we go down. So we start, I think it's on the 5th floor, and then we go to the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and then end on the 1st floor. And here we are landing back down on Earth. Amazing. We just went to space and came back in less than 13 minutes. Amazing experience. And here we can have a better look at what the potential Dubai looks like from the year 2071. A lot of flying autonomous vehicles, and we're going to have a look at the end of the tour. That floor is about tomorrow today, and we're going to have a look at what technology we have today and the future of technology. So yeah. So that's the first section. Now we're going to the next hall. We're going down one level to the HEAL, what they call the HEAL Institute. This is a space dedicated to the future of our planet. The exhibit focuses on sustainability, climate change, and ecological balance. One of the most striking features here is the digital rainforest, a fully immersive environment that reacts to your presence. And as you walk through, you'll see how deforestation impacts ecosystems, and you learn about the reforestation efforts around the world. Here you can see these are like plants that are being grown, and their information is being kept so they can so we don't lose all the biodiversity in the world. Now, this is obviously not a real technology. It's like the ideas of what could be. Yeah, the exhibit highlights Dubai's commitment to sustainability, including the UAE's goal of achieving net zero carbon emissions by 2050. And so this whole space is all about different potential ways in the future that we could, things we could do to to sustain life and monitor how we could monitor ecosystems and look after the environment, and just like different things that we can do. So here you can see like almost all different forms of life being kept in these glass jars. It's really very striking, and space like really beautiful. And when you go, it's almost like Cindy's saying, like it reminds you of the seed vault, except this is like a biological vault with not just like plants but also animals as well. So it's just interesting to walk around, peer into these different glass jars and see what different animals and plants are being kept in the genetic material is being kept. And it's just, yeah, just a massive space, as you can see, with just layers upon layers upon layers. Really grand scale. The museum itself, if you want to come visit, I think it's like $45 to enter, US dollars to enter, but it really is a unique experience, and you're guaranteed to see things you wouldn't normally get a chance to see or experience. Ooh, Susan saying Kew London has the largest seed bank in the world, and they share seeds and accept seeds from elsewhere. There was another museum I went to in Dubai where they're talking about how under the roots in the ground of the plants was almost like the World Wide Web. Here we are now. We're going to be exiting. We're not exiting, but we're going to the outside viewpoint. So you'll see that in a second. Here it is. Isn't that spectacular? We're going to have an amazing view of Dubai, and then the calligraphy. So. Yeah, just spectacular. So this building itself that we're in now, the Museum of the Future, was designed by a South African architect. His name is Sean Killer. So it was quite cool to like come here and be like, oh wow, South African is here as well. It was and his firm is called Killer Design, and the building that we're in, the Museum of the Future building, is 77 meters tall, and the facade you can see there is adorned with 1,024 stainless steel panels, each intricately engraved with Arab calligraphy. There you can see it. It really looks spectacular at night. And those inscriptions are not just decorative, they're quotes from His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, reflecting his vision for the future. The museum is also powered by 4 1,000 megawatts of solar energy, making it one of the most sustainable structures in the world. It's located on Sheikh Zayed Road, which is near the Emirates Towers. And if you're coming on the metro, you just go to get off at the Emirates Towers metro stop, and then you walk literally through an overpass. Everything's indoors, and very easy to get to the Museum of the Future, which is right in the heart of Dubai's innovation district. So yeah, just a spectacular place. Now this is my favorite part of the museum, Tomorrow Today, but there are a couple of other parts of the museum that I haven't shown you today. The one is the Heal Institute, and there's like a spiritual institute, which was really interesting. It was all about helping you. So Heal Institute was what we saw with the plants and what we can do to like look after life and and all of that. And then the other one is the more spiritual aspect. And I remember there was different things you could do to relax. One of them was you put your hand on something, but you couldn't put your hand down on it completely because there was like an invisible force field that was I don't know how to describe it, but there was some sort of air or something blowing. So I tried to push down on this invisible thing, but I couldn't put my hand down. I was supposed to relax you. And then there were different other things you could do, like how we could like relax and calm ourselves down, meditation, things you could do to look after your mental health. But this is my favorite part of the museum, which is dedicated to merging technologies that are already transforming our world. I think this one is the flying car. You can see the propellers at the top, and just a really, really cool. So there's different companies. There's Volkswagen showing like their concept. Here we have a jetpack. So all these concepts that we have available right now that are going to be used. It's amazing. It's really cool to see what the cutting edge of technology is. There we have a drone. So this is like what we have right now, and imaginings of what we could have in the future. And here was an idea to turn CO2 into stone and use it for building, and how we could use biology to help build things. Here we have coral. So this space is designed and dedicated to emerging technologies that are already transforming our world. Here you'll find displays on artificial intelligence, blockchain, quantum computing. One of the highlights is AI-powered robot, whose name is Emeka, which can hold natural conversations and express human-like emotions. And I think we may go to her in a bit. Here we have some like future clothing, and I had some conversations with her, and it was amazing to see like how lifelike she is, although she was very limited in her the conversations you could have with her. There wasn't like, she didn't have access to the internet. You couldn't ask her too much, and she had some catchphrases, but her reactions were quite real, and it was quite a little bit alarming. When something's a little bit too real to be real, you had that sort of feeling. And here they were talking about how technology becoming part of our bodies, and like clothing. Just a beautiful, beautiful museum. And then there's also a bit about like technology, like copying nature. So you have this eagle that they created a robot from using like nature's concepts, and like robot, like the robot dog, which I'm sure you've seen online. So it's like using nature as an inspiration for technology, and then combining the two, like people having parts of them that are technology. It's a walking pot plant, like using the concept of a spider and the falcon, using the concept of how a falcon flies around. Yeah, so you'll see examples of how AI is used in healthcare, such as the IBM's Watson, which assists doctors in diagnosing diseases with unprecedented accuracy. Another fascinating exhibit showcases the latest in robotics, including the Boston Dynamics Spot, the quadrupedal robot you just saw earlier, designed for industrial inspections. And you'll see that, or we saw when we entered, the autonomous vehicles, where you can learn about the latest self-driving technology, flying technology. And Dubai has an ambitious plan to have 25% of all transportation being autonomous by 2030. Already, you can in Dubai, you can order a taxi that is powered by AI with no one picking you up. You just get this special app you can download, and you can order autonomous car. You can see the AI robot. I had a couple of conversations with her. You can see her reactions are like quite lifelike, but she had a couple of canned responses, so it was interesting to interact with her and ask her a couple of questions. But just the way it was quite unnerving, just seeing the way she reacts. Yeah, so that's a little bit of the Museum of the Future. I haven't shown you everything because I just wanted to show you like the highlights of the museum. But for me, definitely going up in that spaceship and seeing the technology that is available today was definitely the highlights of the museum. The other stuff was also really interesting, like the spiritual side. And learning about what we can do to help the environment. That's also a great. So there's a lot more to see. This is just a little taster. So if you ever find yourself in Dubai, I really recommend coming to the Museum of the Future, which opened in 2022. So it's only been open a couple of years now, and if you do, just book it in advance. As I said, I think it's about $45 to enter, but it's really worth it. So definitely check it out. And yeah, that's the Museum of the Future, an amazing place to visit. And Neil says, no, not enough personality. Yeah, so that's the Museum of the Future. I'll quickly tell you what's coming up next. So this month in Hong Kong, we're having the Hong Kong Flower Show, so I'll be there, and that one will probably be like a full hour. We're going to explore the whole area. This was just a short half an hour tour of the museum, but that one's going to be a whole hour. We're going to explore and see what displays and the theme they're doing this year, and that's always spectacular. So it'll be about an hour, and we'll be exploring the Hong Kong Flower Show, which is going to be taking place in Victoria Park. Yeah, so that's what's up next, and thank you so much for joining. Oh, Cindy's asking a great question. How long to plan for going? Hours? Yeah. So Cindy, I would recommend like minimum spending 2 hours at the Museum of the Future. I booked my ticket for 7:30 p.m. and I think they closed at like 9:30, and I literally spent 3 hours at the museum, and that was a perfect amount of time. So yeah, I would say like between 2.5, 3 hours is a really decent amount of time to spend at the Museum of the Future. And this is just a little taste of what you can expect. There was a lot more, but I just want to show you a little bit of the highlights of the Museum of the Future. Really, really interesting concept, especially like going to the year 2071. It's a type of museum that gets your brain turning and like imagining what could be in the future, and seeing what the latest cutting edge is. It's just an inspiring place to visit. So definitely really fascinating. So yeah, just you leave there with lots of, as Susan says, you leave there with like a lot of food for thought, a lot of like thoughts about different possibilities of what the future could be. Oh, thank you, Lynn. It's really been amazing to going to Dubai and then going to Japan and meeting up with Ashfaq, and meeting up with little baby Ray, and yeah, just meeting up with everyone that I've known from Hago has been a really cool experience. So that's been really awesome. So I hope to meet more of you guys, and yeah, so look out in a couple of weeks' time. We will be going to the Hong Kong Flower Show. And I'm just gonna read through. Cynthia says thank you, and Cindy says thanks for taking us there. It really does get you thinking. Yeah, so I'm just going up, see if I've missed anyone. Hey, Ronnie. Oh, and I see Travolution is here. Oh, awesome to see you. Jay, welcome. Oh, awesome to see everyone. Okay, so that was just a little short tour. I'll see you later this month for the Hong Kong Flower Show. So have a good one. Bye for now.